First real cut. Here's the test right here in the garage. So I had a bunch of oil on the floor anyway. I figured I'd get some sawdust down here to suck up some of this oil. But I need to turn that oiler off. Still leaking. Well, since my last video, I've upsized my oiler, or upsized my battery rather. And push this thing out of the way. Oh. I added a e-stop button. Kills the engine, the blade, everything all in one shot. I also added a nice mud flap as a safety. Got my level set up, so I always know I'm cutting level. Having issues with the tachometer. I think I'm gonna have to put a voltage regulator. It maxes out about 15 volts, and I think it's getting some spikes, and it's kind of a sensitive piece of electronics, a Hall sensor, and I don't think it particularly cares for the engine charging circuit. So I think I'm just going to have to put a voltage regulator, because if I turn it to the run position and spin it by hand, well, there it goes. I get a reading. But when I run it with the engine on, I'm not getting a reading, and it was working at one point. So I think I just got to kind of clean up the voltage going into the Hall sensor. I also added these skateboard bladings. They're only, or wheels, rollerblade wheels. They're only 80 millimeter. I have a pair of 100 millimeter coming, then I can pull these shims out. But that keeps the wood, for any reason, getting pulled into my oiler and damaging the oiler. Of course, if I had the wood on a track or dogged, and the cart was on a track, it wouldn't be moving the wood around. But being that I'm on a garage floor, it's either pulling the machine to the wood or the wood to the machine. But I figured that's going to be a good safety measure anyway. Just for any reason the wood gets dragged over, it won't hit my works over there. And then I'm going to do the same on this side. Just put a couple of wheels welded, hanging out just in front of the frame there, so it can't mess that up as well. I also think I'm going to eventually take a piece of leather or mud flap and put a cover over this. Or at least down here, so if the chain flies out, it should, right here, chain flies out, it should catch it. I noticed my belt's getting tore up a little bit. I'm not sure why. So I got to find out what could possibly be happening with that. Other than that, she seems to be working pretty good. The oversized battery, I got to get a little bit smaller battery, because that one doesn't fit in the tray I made. I basically based my tray off that Duralast, thinking it would be big enough, but that one came out of my dually, so it's an awful big battery. But that little one just wouldn't keep up the ghost. I always had to charge it. So, but other than that, she seems to be running, rocking and rolling. I still have to get a piece of 3 or 4 inch PVC with caps for my oiler, and then just drill a hole and put that in there, and get the oiler set up. I'm going to make some kind of clamping mechanism for over here, just to lock this, because you see how you got a little bit of shake here. I noticed that if you're not careful, it can get a little bit of a harmonic wobble. So I figure once it gets set to elevation, I'm just going to make like a clamp that I can just clamp it down. And not only will that lock elevation, but it should keep it from wobbling at all. And or I may just put a set of wheels over there or something. I could put another set right here just to kind of make that ride nice and tight in there. Anyway, thanks for watching. God bless.